Yeah, I mean, we're here today with Newham Council, and we are here with Black History Month, but we are looking at the wider conversation of history, and or anything. To be honest with you, we can talk about absolutely anything. What do you want to talk about? Where do you want to take this conversation? What are you doing here today?
Well, we are talking about cycles, and now it's the cycle of October.
Yeah.
It's the month of October.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
what does that mean to you?
What does it mean to me?
Mm-hmm.
It's a time when we can start to see what happens when the weather gets cold.
Oh, okay. Then.
And you can start to focus on the sides of life that aren't really developed.
Oh, like what do you mean by that? What sides of life aren't really developed?
Like what's not developed? Well, all of our dark sides, the cold weather inside us.
Right. Okay. All of the dark sides.
I mean, there is a kind of, in a way, there is an indoor life and an outdoor life.
Yeah.
And as things come to autumn, we go a bit more indoors.
Yeah.
So, it's a bit chillier.
Yeah.
I like being outdoors. I'm an outdoors person.
Really?
So
even in the
to me, that's why I prefer. I always go on holiday in the middle of winter.
Oh. Okay. Because I was going to say, do you like to be outdoors in winter time?
Yeah, I do, but not in this country.
Oh, not in this country, right. And what about you guys? Are you more of an indoor or outdoorsy person in winter time?
I'm an outdoor person because it's boring when you stay at home.
Yeah, okay, so even in winter time, you don't mind being outside in the cold?
Well, in winter, my mum takes off the Wi-Fi, so I can't play any games.
Oh, in winter time, she switches off the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, because she told me to go outside because I'm wasting my life.
Right, oh wow, okay then. So she forces you to go outside by switching off the Wi-Fi.
I mean, there is this sense that being indoors is like a kind of waste of time. Even if you're doing something, really? I always feel like it. If I don't go out, I might be sitting indoors, I might be writing emails or whatever, but if you don't go out into the sunshine or the cloudiness, you feel like you're not
doing anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So you feel like you've had an unproductive day, basically.
I also kind of feel like being outdoors means also being involved with people and having eye contact and actually talking to people face to face rather than on the phone.
Right. I see. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, okay then. So when you're outdoors, you get to like talk to people, interact with people, and Oh, okay. So we were just talking about like Daniel was just saying that when in winter time he still likes to go outside even though it's cold because it's really great to interact with people and have that eye contact. And Troy was saying Toby was saying that his mum forces him outside. She switches off the Wi-Fi and says go outside, you're wasting your life. So it definitely seems like around the table there's a sense of you're wasting your life if you're sitting at home inside.
I think that's actually what they've done here with Stratford, the Stratford Shopping Centre Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
They've switched it off.
Really?
Well, I can't seem to get connected.
Yeah.
To encourage people to go outside.
You know what? It's true because I did try to connect yesterday and it didn't work, but we should talk to the security about that. I don't know. So what about you? Do you like to hang out outside in the winter time?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. My mum takes away my PS4 and Xbox.
Oh wow! So it seems like mums are really like controlling. We kind of spoke about this yesterday in a way, like parents sort of controlling the children and making sure they're doing the right thing. So clearly this is in action. But do you think it's a good thing though? Are you happier when your mum takes away your Wi-Fi, takes away your games and switches off the Wi-Fi?
No.
Are you happier?
No.
Really?
No.
Really? That's interesting.
But what if you had, what if you bought this thing, right, and it was called a ball, and you played this thing called football? Have you ever thought of that when you haven't got the PS4?
Yeah.
Oh, wicked. What about other games like holding hands and running around in a circle and going into nature?
Is that something that you do? Do you do that? Do you hold hands and run around in circles?
I mean, I'm attempting to, but I haven't really got a team to do that with.
Oh, so how many people do you need?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh my God, we can do it now.
You know what? I mean, I think it's interesting. I think you might struggle to get like a a group of boys to hold hands.
Oh, let's see if we can. Actually, no, I don't really want to. I don't want to put anyone in that position.
I think you were struggled to get.
Do you think?
To get boys to hold hands because of what it, it means. I don't know.
Perhaps it depends on the age.
Yeah.
It depends on the age.
Yeah.
How old are you guys on this side? 13. Oh, you're 15. Okay, so yeah, maybe the teenagers, you need to get them when they're like below 10 or something. Yeah, 13, teenager. How does it feel to be a teenager, by the way? Like, oh God, I reckon probably people ask me the same question. Let's move on. It's a bit corny, that kind of question. But yeah, so you like to run around in nature, and when was the last time you actually ran around in nature, in the trees?
Well, can I just ask?
Yeah, definitely.
Because do you ever play like FIFA on your? Is that an Xbox thing or is that PlayStation? But do you think that actually improves your football skills?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Playing on the thing, or does it make it worse?
That's a good point. Do you learn different tactics and stuff?
I don't really play FIFA. I play Clash of Clans.
You play what, sorry?
Clash of Clans.
What is that?
Oh, it's a game on your phone.
Oh, I feel like I've seen them.
I play
Base level.
I just turned level 6.
Level 6?
Actually, no, level 7. I just turned level 7. Got barbarian.
I feel like this conversation is getting a little bit too deep.
How long have you been playing it? Sorry, how long have you been playing it? How long about you?
like 2 days.
2 days, okay.
Can I just ask, because I don't play computer games at all. The last computer game I played, I think, was Aztec Challenge.
Oh, right.
On the Commodore 64.
Mine was, yeah.
But what is Clash of Clans?
Yeah, okay.
What is it? I have
Clash
no
of
idea.
Clans?
I've never heard of it.
I've seen the adverts before, I have to say.
Clash of Clans, yeah, is a game. Is a game.
No, you don't need to look at the camera. Just talk into the microphone. This is a chilled out kind of vibe,
Clash of Clans is a game where you build your base to the best level.
What is the base? Like, what base are you building? What, some like concrete or something? Like
a town. It's like a house and defenses.
Wow, okay.
So you can defend from other people. And then you can build troops to attack other people as well.
Yeah. Oh wow. So you can actually build humans.
No, not humans. Like warriors. No, not warriors. Training.
Wow.
Like training.
And what do you get from playing this game then? Like what?
Satisfaction.
You get a certain satisfaction when you're protecting your,
Is it like Minecraft then, in that sense?
No.
Because I know a lot of kids play Minecraft, and that's also about building.
Oh, isn't it sort of
building
more,
things to get up?
Right. Yeah. Isn't it Fortnite? Does anyone play that Fortnite around here, or did your parents ban you from playing Fortnite or something?
Well, I play Fortnite. I asked my dad if I could buy the battle pass, the thing where you get like skins and stuff.
Yeah.
And he said no because like a few years ago.
Yeah.
I accidentally spent £200 on his card.
Sorry, say that again.
I accidentally spent £200 on his card.
Are you serious? On his car?
Card.
On his card? What, buying games and stuff?
Yeah.
How did he give you?
I didn't know how to use it.
So what, did your dad actually give you the card details?
Yeah, so I could buy like a game, like one game.
And then you... This is so funny. I read about these things in the newspaper, but I didn't actually know, wow, has that happened? What did your dad do when he realised that you spent £200?
He didn't no.
Beatings.
He didn't really do anything. He just...
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What about you? Have you ever accidentally spent money on a game or something like that? Is that the reason why your mum switches off the Wi-Fi? Because she's like, he can't be trusted.
No, she switches off the Wi-Fi because I'm lazy and I always stay at home.
Right.
She just says, get out of the house.
Yeah, so you haven't accidentally spent hundreds of pounds on a game.
At 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
His mum dropped him off in Dulwich at 7 o'clock in the morning.
What? Oh my God. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
She's not messing around then.
She's not messing around. That's good training for life. You can, I never get up that. I got up at 7 o'clock this morning to set this up, but normally I wouldn't get up that early. No way.
Yeah.
But I mean, why can you not get can your dad not phone up the credit card company and say, look, this is, this wasn't fairly taken, this money, because it was only for one game.
Yeah.
And, and
some child.
Yeah. I think you should lodge a complaint, and you might be able to get the money back.
It was a couple of years ago now.
Was it a couple of years ago? Okay, maybe too late now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too late. Yeah. Wow. Oh, you need to go. Oh, where are you going to play football, by the way?
We don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No, basically we were meant to follow this group of people who would take us there. And then we went McDonald's.
Oh. And then you lost them.
Yeah. No. We were meant to come. We were meant to meet them in the station. Oh my God! I didn't even know.
Guys, before you go, I've got a challenge for you, okay?
Right.
You know, everything that you see in these games, I want you to try and do it in real life. So you see Clash of Clans? No, nothing like that. The ones like fairy tales where people like come together and tell stories. Wow, I don't know. That's a message to the whole world.
Right. Okay
cool.
then.
That's a challenge. Do everything. Yeah.
So maybe try and build some fort or something like
build
that.
Build a fort. Oh my gosh, build a fort. Build a tent.
Yeah.
Build a tent in the forest using sticks and stuff, and then it'll be the most amazing thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Do that now. If you go up the River Lee.
Yeah.
Through the Olympic Park, you can go to the woods, and you can build stuff with sticks and stuff in the woods, and you can build your own Clash of Clans fort.
And the sun's out and everything.
And get laser. Like those game laser guns. Yeah. You can play laser tag in the forest as well.
Okay.
You can do that as well. That's fun.
Oh wow.
Go and buy it. It's fun. Everyone can have one. Like 12 people. Amazing.
Really? Okay. So clearly you've got this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's expensive.
Oh.
You do it. Build. All of you go wash cars or build a charity.
Yeah.
Make money for homeless people or something. Do it. Go do a food bank and get lots of donations, and then you can build that.
Do it. Okay, do it, basically. Do it. It sounds like you've got all the ideas, man. You've got all the ideas. Wow, so you guys are just going to go and find a football pitch to play in, make some friends. Are you going to do it by yourself, or are you going to, talk to some strangers and try and get in on some football? I'm sure you will work it out. Yeah.
You know what? I think you've given them too big a challenge. I think you've got to start off with a small challenge.
Yeah. Get rid of Plan B. Go for Plan A. Reach your dreams. Just do it. Just get really rich and start making money now. Make £100 a week. Go.
Okay.
I can't stop.
Wow. Okay. Great.
My friend makes £100 a week because he plays for
how does he do that?
You can do it tomorrow.
Oh, he plays for Tottenham Football Club.
He's
he's
in my year.
And
he's in my year.
And he's the same age as you then?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So the sort of younger football players, they get paid £100 a week. Yeah, that's not really.
He's rich.
It's not really too bad. £100 a week. He's rich. Wow. Okay. That's interesting. Oh no. Oh shame. Oh my God, I didn't even realize. Okay, well, let's get some final thoughts from you guys, because I know that you go in now. So let's just get some final thoughts about anything you've spoken about today or anything.
To go outside more.
Go outside more. Yeah, get your own secret Wi-Fi.
Go to your friend's house and play games.
Go to your friend's house and play games. So you're still like getting out and doing stuff. Nice one. Well, we're going to be here all day, so let us know how the football goes anyway. I'm sure. Yeah. All right. So, wow, you're so excited. So
I'm so sorry. Look, you can go and get your parents to make cakes and sell them. You can make £100 a day. Go get your parents to make cakes.
Wow! But is it that simple to just make cakes?
You know what?
And make £100 a day?
There might be certain. We could ask the cake people, but there might be certain health and safety restrictions. But I reckon, at a small scale, you could probably make some cakes and sell the cakes.
Yeah, exactly.
And actually start to make it. I think it's a really good way to start your business.
You could maybe do it.
You could be as big as Percy Ingalls by the time you're 16.
It's so true. Yeah, no, you're right. Or Greg's.
Yeah. Well, Greg's is bigger, isn't it?
Oh, that's true. Okay, start small.
I think Jeremy Corbyn wants to nationalise Greg's as well.
Really?
I saw that on social media.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't speaking, but I was just saying that each time I go into a Greg's, I always see someone stealing from there. So clearly they're doing a lot for the community. Yeah, they're sort of doing a lot. But yeah, you know, so I mean, yeah, where do we want to take this conversation? Really, sounds like you've got so many ideas about.
No, what I love is this enthusiasm, and I do think it's all in the minds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you believe you can make money, and I think it's great for. What is it, Toby and Daniel to be thinking about making money and making a little business.
Exactly,
I mean, I'm not like a money person at all, but it's more about just following your dreams.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. So what's your name? Daniel. You're Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel and
they're
Daniel.
both Daniels. Yeah, both Daniels.
That's what I like about what Daniel Senior is saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's like follow your dreams and just do it. Just see what happens. Because I think that otherwise you. Yeah.
But surely when you sort of are on that journey of trying to make money, you learn so much skills. You got to talk to people, you know, like, you know, work out all the different legalities of setting up a stall in a shopping centre. I'm sure it's not straightforward.
And kind of working out what people need, you know, what's the gap where what will people pay for?
Yeah, it's so true. What will people pay for? I suppose, you know what? As the day progresses, we can see which. You gotta go. Oh, are you getting a message from someone?
Oh no,
is that your mum? How's football going? Okay, maybe not.
I'm not.
I used to play rugby.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
I used to play rugby.
Yeah, you're rubbish.
No rubbish.
I'm better than you.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I'll have to go now.
Oh, you gotta go. Well, thank you. Yeah, you. A final thought.
Do you see yourself making money?
Yeah.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. Yeah. How? That's a good question. How?
Businessman.
Businessman.
Businessman. Yeah.
What kind of business would you set up?
Like stuff with computers and like export. Yeah.
So something to do with like computing, programming, that kind of thing. Okay. Yeah.
Spend it on. What would you? Yeah. How would you spend your money if you made loads of money selling Xboxes or whatever?
Yeah. How would you spend it? That's a good question.
I'll buy a Lambo.
You'd buy a Lambo.
Yeah.
What is a Lambo?
It's a car. Yeah, Lamborghini. Yeah.
A Lamborghini. Yeah. All right. That's a good question, actually. I feel like if you made loads of money, maybe you make loads of money, what would you spend the money on? I think. Let me grab. We got a new face at the table. Let me grab your name.
Jaguar Jackson.
Oh, Jaguar Jackson. We're talking about expensive
But the thing
cars,
is,
so.
you know what? Because I'm from Hackney, and Hackney always used to have just burnt out cars, and now there's lots of expensive cars there.
Tell me about it. Oh my gosh.
You know, none of the girls are actually impressed by an expensive car.
I'm not gonna lie, it's so true.
They're like almost it's almost the opposite. They're not impressed at all. It's only boys that are impressed.
Oh, see, thank you very much. Thank you.
It's only boys that are impressed with each other's cars. The girls are not impressed at all.
I know I'm not meant to give my opinion, but like the other day in Hackney, this guy just drove up with like a Lamborghini, and I know when he stepped out, he thought, "Oh yeah, look at me," and I just thought, I'm not even gonna look at you. I just intentionally just do not look. Don't give them that satisfaction. But anyway, I'm not impressed.
So somebody has actually managed to, by whatever means possible, acquired a fancy car.
Yeah.
Why can't you appreciate it? Why can't you say, well done,
because
smile? If you see your girlfriend with another girl with a nice pair of shoes or a nice coat, you're the first one to go, oh, that's a lovely pair of shoes. Where'd you get
that? Is true. That is very true.
If I see somebody with something more than what I've got, I'm going to be... Because I think to myself, you know what? I can get that if you can. Well done. Appreciate, don't hate.
So you're saying that it's like it's quite inspires you when you see a guy with an expensive car. You're like,
well done,
you know
mate,
what? If you've done that, I can do that too.
Yeah.
You know, that's quite interesting actually. That is
the thing is, it's about taste, and it's about what you're not going to impress. Very many women with. It's just a thing, you know. Some I'm sure will be impressed, and some are into cars for sure. But every single time I've been with a female friend, and someone's drove past and vroom, it's just like they just kind of do this kind of sarcastic thing, going, "Oh, very impressive." If not, commenting on certain kind of, they sort of say that car is making up for other inadequacies. That's what they quite often are saying.
Okay, we got a new face at the table. What's your name?
My name's Rihanna.
Rihanna. I'm just going to grab your point and,
But do you think that's what they buy expensive cars for? Is it for impressing women? Is that the objective?
Yeah.
Or is it like just to, because I think, you know, if it's style, like if you want a stylish car just for yourself, then go for it. But if it's for impressing women, I think that's a bit sad.
Yeah.
No?
2 points. 1 point is people buy things for different reasons. Obviously, you've got some arseholes. Obviously, you've got some people who want it for their self, for their own personal.
Yeah.
And back to your point when you said, oh, all the women say, oh, this, that. That's just the same as when you say to her, sorry. Hang on, 1 second. When a girl says to you, oh, so do you like that girl with all that makeup and that fake breast? And you go, no, I hate all that stuff. But when you're by yourself and you see it, you appreciate it. Sometimes what you say when you're with a woman and what you say when you're with your friend are two different things. So you've got to learn to recognise when they do the same.
That is really funny, actually. I've always thought that. Just like, so I mean, what do you think of some of these things we're talking about? You know, do expensive cars, impress women? You know?
Yeah, no, I don't think that like expensive cars do impress women. I think that like to assume that assumes that sort of. Oh, I guess are you talking about like men buying expensive cars?
Yeah, because Mikey was
Yeah, well, I guess that's the assumption that all women are like heterosexual, so then like that they're going to be like impressed by a car that like a man buys to show them off. But also like women are much more complex characters than that. I think that like it's quite simplistic to think that we'll be like impressed by a car.
What kind of things impresses you about a person then, you know?
I think I'm impressed by loads of different things, but it's quite individual. So like for me as an individual, it's to do with like personality and like politics and drive. Yeah. But for other women, it could be other things.
Yeah. So you're just saying it just, you know,
you know, when I'm in a nightclub, what tends to impress the women is that I'm in a nightclub and I'm so old and I'm still in a nightclub.
Right. So they're like, ooh, wow, this guy is ancient.
I think the point is, you are right, not to be shallow. There are lots of things you look for in individuals when you're forming relationships. Yeah. But the first point of contact is the attraction.
Yeah, the aesthetic.
An attraction, what attracts you to somebody is maybe their confidence and their style.
Yeah.
If somebody, doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be sports. If somebody wears the outfit right, that attracts you. They've got the right shoes, that attracts you. Yeah. They go together with their car, that attracts you. It doesn't have to cost £1 million. It just has to look right. So it's down to attraction.
So their style has to kind of fit them, but also it's got to appeal to you as well.
But then, what about once you park your car and you get out of it, and then you're just in the normal world without it? Then you're like, oh no, I'm now without my like main style piece.
I kind of think that the confusion comes from the lack of perspective to see that men and women are completely different. Oh. Men have a sense of I see and I want, whereas women have a point of I feel and I want. And it doesn't matter about what a man has. A man goes to a woman because of what she has. And sees it and says, wow, I want. Whereas a woman will go to a club, see a guy's energy, see his vibration, see his vulnerability, and say, wow, I want. We live in different dimensions of existence.
You're saying men and women are a bit different. You know, they're very different, basically. Women, it's about feelings. Men, it's just about...
I'm going to go get that.
What? Right. Oh my God, is this true?
I think it's a lot to do with socialisation rather than genetically being different to be programmed to be attracted to feelings. I think that it is to do with socialisation a lot of the time. Right. And once again, I just worry that it's on the idea that like all women are heterosexual, and all men are heterosexual as well. So how do you navigate same-sex relationships?
More complex.
Well, I don't think it's just about who you're attracted to, whether it's heterosexual or homosexual, but I think there's way more kind of nuances than that. It's like, I met this girl at this party. She was like a rocket scientist. Yeah. And she was like she was DJing. She was like really into like engineering, and it's not like the typical. Yeah. She was like completely. Yeah. She might have been impressed by a car because she was into like she was actually a rocket scientist. But that's kind of like busting the sort of
the stereotype.
The normal stereotype. And but I think there's so many different things. It's that it's not just about gay or straight, or you know, there's way more to it than that.
Yeah.
And a lot of it, there are some things that are typical or normal, and there are other things that are, you know, can be out there.
Okay, then. So you're saying that she was out there, you know?
It's funny. Even setting up the Talkaoke table today, a guy came up to me and he said, "You know, you're going to be in trouble because what you're doing, only men are allowed to do."
Oh my God.
I think he was joking because he laughed, but I don't know. I was a bit confused by that one.
Sounds like he was an asshole to me.
I know, and I also think maybe he was saying that to wind you up as well. He was like, "Oh yeah, let me get a reaction."
I don't know. I think he was trying to have a joke or something. I don't know.
Right,
I don't know.
It's a
but
bit
he left
random.
before I could ask what he meant by that.
Right.
So, I don't know.
As much as this has been great, I'm going to be late for work.
Let's get some final thoughts from you before you leave us.
About what in particular?
About anything, absolutely anything.
That's a bit of a wide statement.
Yeah. Give us some advice, you know?
Okay. When it comes to health and fitness, a lot of people focus on the aesthetics.
Yeah.
The aesthetics is a byproduct of health and fitness. Health and fitness comprises mental fitness, spiritual fitness, physical fitness, and dietary, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people focus on the one thing. So you see a lot of people who are really, really well built.
Yeah.
But if they tried to run for a bus, they'd have a heart attack.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of people eat next to nothing. There's so
scary.
much confusion in the dietary and fitness world because there's so much information. But if I could end it with one way of working things out, go back to the basics. Forget about the packets. Forget about all the information. Remember how your parents fed you. Go back to raw food. If you cook it from raw vegetables, if you're vegan, vegetarian, the chicken from basics and cook it up like that. That's how you do it.
So you're saying go back to the raw.
Don't get drawn in. Oh, we have to cleanse. We have to do all this. Our body's organs naturally do that. If they didn't, we die. So don't get drawn in by media and marketing. Things you don't need.
So people are getting too caught up with all of the different messages. That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm going to leave you on. And if you want to find out more, www.boxtech, boxtech.co.uk.
I've seen that before somewhere.
Boxtech.
Oh, that's interesting. I feel like I've seen that somewhere.
Check me out.
Well, we're going to be here until 5 o'clock today, so come back and let us know how it all goes. Thank you very much. Great. Well, that's such an interesting nugget of advice there. You know what I mean? Like, don't get distracted by all the marketing. You know, let's get back to basics. You know. Come and join us. Come and grab a seat. Yeah, definitely.
So you're saying, sorry, with the balance that you're talking about in terms of the masculine and the feminine, every relationship still has the masculine and the feminine aspects, regardless of our physical form. So a man and a woman doesn't really matter. The balance will still be there inside the relationship. So each one will still have a different type of attraction. You get me?
Oh, so you're saying that the masculine and we got some new face at the table, so I'm gonna grab a round of names. What's your name? Grace.
Callum.
Radwan.
Yasmin.
Rihanna.
Daniel.
Mikey.
Ruby. Elam, and this is Talkaoke, it's a pop-up talk show. So, wow, you know, we've just kind of started, but the conversation is really like, you know, it's on a roll. You're on that TV, that's for sure, yeah. No, you'll be on YouTube, so it just depends on what you see as, it just depends on how you view TV. But yeah, so at the moment, we're talking about, we're talking about health, and you gotta go. Let's get a final thought from you before you leave.
Final thought before I go. Final thought. My YouTube name is Iris Lotus.
Okay, Iris Lotus. So I can see a lot of people are promoting themselves today. This is all about.
This guy Jaguar was kind of saying that fitness is about a kind of mental fitness and a spiritual fitness. Do you agree with that? Because I feel that you would respond to that idea.
Okay, cool. Completely. If there was
hang tight. Yeah.
If there was one thing I would say is that kind of finding a reason as to why we are here and actually existing and actually knowing yourself is. I know it seems to be a spiritual path, but we kind of just came into existence and we don't really know how. So I kind of think figuring out yourself and understanding reality helps you stop to argue, stop to be angry,
so it kind of comes back to what he was saying about, you know, being in touch with your spirituality as well. You know, wow. Well, we're going to be up until 5 o'clock today, so come back and let us know how all your sort of work's going. Really, I mean, do you have anything to say about that? Is your mental, spiritual, and physical health important to you?
Well, my granddad is a Rastafarian. So
your grandfather?
Yeah.
Okay,
so
then.
I guess spirit.
Yeah.
Are kind of like known in my family, but
I don't
have anything like to say about.
So you're saying, you know, because your grandfather is a Rastafarian, so he sort of passed down that sense of spirituality to you. But you know, what is Rastafarian? What is that, and why is that such a spiritual thing?
It's like they believe it's a culture. It's a religion for them.
Yeah.
In like Jamaica and the Caribbean, so it's normal.
Yeah.
And so it's more like herbs, life.
So it's more of like a lifestyle.
A way to get away from Earth.
Yeah, that's a really interesting thing. What is your name? We got a new face. You guys got to go. Well, we're going to be on until 5 o'clock, so let us know how everything goes. Anyway, come back later, and we're here all day. Hi. What's your name? Harriet. Okay. Yeah. And what's your name? Come back later. So I mean, do you have any thoughts on anything? I know you've been listening, you know, on the edges there. Have you got any thoughts about anything that we've spoken about around the table today? Well, so far, you know.
I wasn't really listening, to be fair.
Right. Okay, fair enough. You were taking in the visuals.
I mean, I was, you know, I mean, especially as we're supposed to be here for Black History Month, I was kind of interested in that. It's a shame that boy didn't stay talking about Rastafarianism.
Yeah, that's so true.
Because you wouldn't expect his granddad to be a Rastafarian.
I was thinking that. I'm not gonna lie.
But there you go, and I think this is one of the points of what we're doing here today.
It's so true.
Kind of undermine some of those stereotypes just
so
because you know he looks very, very pale. You just think you know, you don't think his granddad exactly, he doesn't play with the same stereotypes that we so used to.
It's very true.
So you know, it's busting that again. I
suppose so, you know. No, it would have been good to sort of tie in with the Black History Month theme. I mean, you know, you guys, you celebrate Black History Month. Are you from this borough of Newham?
So I live in this borough now. I don't celebrate Black History Month, but I definitely think it's important that it is celebrated across the whole country. I was inevitably disheartened and angry to hear that like some boroughs in London aren't celebrating and have like recreated it to be like something else. And I think that's really frustrating and disappointing. But what I would love to see is Black history incorporated throughout all of our education systems and how we talk about history full stop. Because inevitably like that is all history, but until we get to that point, I think that it is important that we have Black History Month.
Because actually, you know, we kind of touched upon this point yesterday about, you know, the fact that oftentimes British history, it does involve, you know, Black history and other histories from around the world as well. So, you know, that is definitely one of those. Nearly there.
I mean, like, for example, I don't know very much about Rastafarianism at all. You know, and I this kid, what's his name? Let's just give him a name.
Michael.
Michael. Like, we could have learned a lot from him probably, and I think it's kind of interesting as well. But you know, why do we not know about Rastafarianism? You know, but we know a lot about Christianity, for example.
I mean, I suppose that's a really good question we could throw out there on the table. I suppose in a way, Rastafarianism, it's one of those, it's a smaller kind of, it's way of life. So perhaps, I don't know. Why don't we know more about Rastafarianism? You know?
I think it's because people don't want to talk about weed in schools. They don't want to talk about it in a positive way, and Rastafarianism is involved with marijuana.
So,
I become worried when like the first association to Rastafarianism is weed though, because I guess, you know, that boy made such a good point, and it is a shame that he's not here, because it is about that like simplicity, that simplistic way of life. It is talking a lot about African emancipation and liberation and being a rebel, and I think that is the reason why it's not taught in schools, because actually if you have to talk about deconstructing white supremacy, that's not going to go down very well in a British education system, and I think that's why it's not.
So you're saying like Rastafarianism, it's very revolutionary, so perhaps it wouldn't work so well with the sort of current British education system. Okay.
I think maybe that's why like they try and immediately associate it with weed, so that you don't have to talk about like the deconstructing white supremacy. Maybe.
So you're saying that perhaps the reason why they just say, Rasta, it's all about weed, to sort of make it seem like less appealing to
Well, I mean, in a way, I mean, one of the things we found out by just sitting around, we've been talking about everything, but have been occasionally mentioning Black history, and what we found, it is so political. It's because all history is political, and it's what you choose to celebrate, but it's also, like yesterday, we were talking about the high rents in Stratford. And what has that got to do with Black history? Actually, it's got a lot to do with it, because in the 60s, there was a huge housing problem, and people got out on the streets, and it's part of the civil rights movement to actually, get proper housing for people from the Caribbean.
Exactly.
So it's like there is actually connected, but it's political, and people don't want to talk about it because it's political.
So people don't want to talk about like Black history or history because it always involves politics. So are people afraid to sort of really talk about politics?
I don't know. I don't think it is because it involves politics why people don't want to talk about it, because I think we'll quite comfortably talk about sort of World War II, which is very political. I think it's to do with it's the uncomfortability of thinking about power and thinking about privilege and thinking about those oppressive systems. And I think that's why it's not spoken about in a meaningful way, as opposed to it being political. Like everything is political. We just choose what parts of politics that we're willing to buy into and like get involved with. In my opinion.
So perhaps maybe World War II and it's in the past. So do you think it's easy to people to talk about like things that have happened rather than looking at?
People will talk all day about Brexit. Brexit's like political as hell, but to talk about Brexit from a point of view to do with like race and power and politics and dynamics and linking it into historical things, then that doesn't happen.
I mean, what do you think? Like, how do you think Brexit and race and that kind of thing sort of? Where's that intersection? What is that intersection?
I really wish I didn't bring up Brexit.
Okay.
This is reverse. We never mentioned Brexit. We never mentioned it. But I do think there's a connection. It's like I think politics is all about power, but it's there's the politics of like endorsing the power that actually is that power in power, or there is like bringing up all the other powers that are like encouraging all the other powers that are maybe not in power, if that makes sense.
Then.
That doesn't really make sense.
Sort of like empower those people who may feel disempowered. How do you kind of?
I mean, I think
you kind of do that. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of, I think so, because I think everyone's got power, but it's about I guess a lot of the narratives that we hear is about disempowering those people that are going to upset the status quo, that are going to upset business carrying on. They're going to upset. Who is getting the jobs that normally gets the jobs. Anything like that's disruptive is a kind of disruptive power. It's different from a kind of power that keeps things the way they are.
Right, okay, so you're saying that things that are disruptive, that for example, it's a bit like what Jaguar was saying about people need to not worry so much about health and listen to sort of the marketing, telling us what we should eat and what will make us look strong. Go back to the basics, in a way that's disrupting, that's going to stop a lot of businesses from making money, but
I mean, like for example, he was saying detox was a load of nonsense. If we say that, and people from Holland Barrett.
Let's get some final thoughts from you guys before you leave us.
People from Holland and Barrett might start to go, hang on a sec, you're dissing our detox plans or whatever, and that's bad for business.
No, interesting point. Any final thoughts about anything we've spoken about today? Or you seem to have a lot of really interesting points.
No, I think this is a really good space. I think going to get involved with this. A saying that like me and a couple of my friends have been talking about for a while is the importance of being like comfortable in uncomfortable situations, or being okay with being uncomfortable situations and conversations. And I think it's important that when we're talking about power and dynamics and white supremacy and Rastafarianism, like all these things can be quite uncomfortable, but I think that's the only way in which we can fully grow.
Yeah. And have you been in a situation where you have, it's an uncomfortable situation to talk about certain things, but you've been like, you know what, I'm just going to be comfortable.
Completely. I'm a black working class woman living in Britain.
Yeah.
I have many uncomfortable conversations.
All right now. All right. And what about yourself? Any final thoughts about anything you've sort of heard today?
I don't. Sorry.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we're going to be here all day, so come back and let us know what you see, what you do. All right, thank you very much. Yeah, come and get involved with the conversation. What's your name?
Hello, Ivana.
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 Yes. We got, what's your name? Vasilim.
Mikey.
Ruby.
Elam, this is Talkaoke. We got Rick, setting up there. But I'm Elam. This is Talkaoke. It's a pop-up talk show. You can talk about absolutely anything. So far, we've spoken about a wide range of issues, from like politics, race, history, food, health, fitness. Are women attracted to expensive cars or not? All sorts of things. So the best thing about this talk show is you can take it in whatever direction that you want to take it in. Do you have any sort of opinions on any of those subjects, or do you just want to listen in?
Maybe somebody starts first.
Yeah.
Because I don't know exactly.
Yeah. So what are you doing in this? Oh yeah, sorry.
No, can I just? Your name is Ivana. Where are you from?
I'm from Ukraine.
Ukraine. Okay, I see. Yeah. Oh, cool. And what are you doing in this shopping centre today?
Why I shop here? Yes.
Why are you here in this shopping centre?
Where I am.
Are you just shopping today?
Yes, I'm just shopping. Yes. Want to find something special.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Then so you're looking for some like personal items. And do you go to Westfield Shopping Centre, or do you prefer this one?
I prefer this one.
Yeah. Why?
I do not know.
Yeah.
But to say truth, I am first time here in this shopping center.
Right, okay. And are you from Newark? Do you live in Newark?
I live here, but not far from.
Like Stratford. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow, that's really interesting. So do you like living here? Do you like it?
Yes, I like living here. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah. How does it compare to Ukraine?
How compared to Ukraine? Yes.
To Ukraine, yeah.
Do you know where Ukraine is situated?
Oh yes, in like Eastern Europe, yeah. So has anyone been to Ukraine?
I've not been to. I've been to close to the Ukrainian border in Poland, so nearly there, close to Lvov, which is in Ukraine.
Yeah.
But can I just ask you a question, because I asked you where you're from?
Yeah.
But sometimes I feel nervous to ask that, because I don't want people
to be offended.
Because I'm always curious. I found out that Vasily is from Romania. Romania. But was it Buna? Yeah. Come and sit down. Come.
What is that?
What is it?
What is it? Can I have one? Please? Oh.
Come and sit down. Come and get involved. But I'm interested. But sometimes people get upset because they're like, I feel like sometimes they do, because they're like, oh, what? You're just reducing me to where I'm from. That's not, what I'm about.
I have to say, sometimes I also don't ask people where they're from, because I know people get offended. All sorts of people get offended with that.
I worry that I might be like, by saying where are you from, I might be saying like, oh, you're obviously not, you don't belong here, kind of like I might accidentally be inferring that, and that's not anything I would want to do.
But then I also think when people get offended, I just feel that they're kind of not accepting their own culture as well, because when someone asks me where I'm from, I don't get offended, because I know that, well, number one, they either answer me
Pentru toți românii care sunteți în Stratford.
Let's get
a final thought.
Vă pot Dumnezeu, mami voastre, și furați cât puteți.
I should have never given you this microphone. Right, that's the last time I'm giving you this microphone because I don't think anyone. Thank you very much for joining the conversation. What's your name? Shukra. Oh, he's got a dummy. What's your name?
What's your name? What's your name?
Name is
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. What's your
Ruby.
name? Ruby. I'm Elam. This is a pop-up talk show. We just have Mikey here. You know what, Mikey? I will let you know that I was informed by the man in the bakery that this guy's saying some offensive stuff. So, your friends here. Yeah. So we're no longer gonna, because I don't know what I'm not gonna. Yeah, exactly. So, I'm not gonna, because I don't know what he's saying, I'm actually just not going to give him the microphone anymore. So, great. Yeah, so I mean, we've been talking a lot about like race and culture and history. Come and join us. And, Mikey was just saying how, sometimes he's a bit afraid to ask people where they're from because he doesn't want people to sort of like take offense, because he's just curious about people and the world and things like that. And I think Ruby was also saying, similar things. And, I was saying that when someone asks me that question, I don't feel offended because, well, I'm clearly not from the UK. I was born here, but, I mean, what about you? If someone asks you where you're from, and they're maybe white, or would you get offended by that?
Not at all. It's like asking someone, what's your name? Would you be offended by that? I'm not from here, so why would someone ask?
Yeah. And do you think it is kind of like a very it can be seen as like a quite loaded or, offensive question?
Me personally, no, not really. Because why would it be offensive? If you told me, go back to your country, or you're not from here, or you don't have these rights, then but otherwise, it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's interesting. So that's why I guess in a way sometimes it is good to just have these conversations, see what people kind of really think, but I think what you were saying, Ruby, is that sometimes people, you've been a bit reluctant to ask because you don't want people to just assume that you're thinking that they're not from here, so I know I think it is quite complicated. It can be quite complicated, but we'll get over that bridge.
I also think it leads to a lot of misunderstanding because then people don't have a conversation. Do you know what I mean? And they get really misunderstood because they're too shy to ask someone directly. So then they get the information from the newspaper instead about.
It's so true. It's so true.
Rather than just ask somebody what they think.
And I think as well, because we're in such a the climate right now is very intensely about race and political. For example, even if I was saying to Ruby that sometimes I might ask another black person, where are you from? I actually no longer ask that question. I just don't do it anymore because people, even other black people, have been offended by that. So. And or maybe even if someone's from Eastern Europe, I won't ask them where they're from because I know that it's just I don't want to cause offense and things like that. And so
I've got it's probably a really white English way of dancing around it. Sometimes I say, have you always lived in London? Because then you're not necessarily saying you're obviously not from here, then you give them a chance to just talk. But I think it's probably a really English way of just avoiding avoiding
when really you're just interested in that person and their story and stuff like that. But I just think I think it's interesting. I like this conversation.
I would take exception to you saying you're not from the UK because knowing you, I know that you are from the UK. Maybe. How are you not from the UK?
Well, I suppose in a way that might be a little bit a very simplistic way of saying the fact that my parents are not from here. So I think that.
But I mean, my parents are not from the UK, or they were born in South Africa.
So.
But I would say I'm from the UK.
But I was just saying that it depends on where I am in the world. If I'm in, let's get some final thoughts from you before you leave us.
I just think that you should ask people where they're from. If they find it offensive, obviously explain to them that it's not.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, me personally, I say to people, "Oh, where are you from originally?" Because you're here, we're both here, we all in London. So that's what I think. And no one's ever said to me they find it offensive. But if they do, I would apologise and be like, "No, it's not like that." And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I hear that.
But yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And let us know how it all goes as well. Oh yeah, so basically this is where the people speak, and this is a pop-up talk show called Talkaoke. So we're on Instagram, Twitter under the people speak. Come and join us, come and get involved with the conversation. Whereabouts are you from? You know? Okay. No response there. Oh yeah, all right, see you later. So I suppose it depends, where I am in the world. If someone asks me where I'm from in London, then I'll be, okay, my family, they're from Jamaica, I was born here. If I'm in another country, I'm from England, I'm English, so I think, your identity is sort of, it's fluid, that's how I see it, If I go back home to Jamaica, then I'm going to be seen as an English person, I'm not going to be seen as, Jamaican, so, yeah.
In Jamaica, have they got a particular idea about English people that are, from your generation that come back? Do they joke about it? Or?
Well, I think, come and get involved with the conversation. Yeah. What's your name? I'll let you finish your food anyway, So sorry, what is your name, by the way? Sorry, what is your name?
Hassan Habib.
Hassan Habib. Okay, cool. And where are you from?
Bangladesh.
Oh, hey, Bangladesh.
Yeah, Bengali.
All right, Bengali. All right.
Balaniba. Bala. Yeah.
Oh.
Donnebad.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So this is Talkaoke, it's a pop-up talk show, and you can talk about absolutely anything you want to talk about. Right now we're talking about, where people are from, people's identities, how you see yourself, It's on that TV, it's live on that TV. Yeah, we're going to put it on YouTube and on the internet as well, so... Oh yeah, sure.
What is happening about drugs? Like there's babies and kids and young boys are selling drugs.
What kind of drugs? Because that's a pharmacy there. I know they sell a lot of drugs in that pharmacy. So, what kind of drugs?
Hard drugs and like cannabis and all that. Cannabis is a big class drug, I don't mind. But hard drugs are selling by kids now. Yeah. And I'm a smoker by myself. Yeah. And I'm telling this because I'm worried about the kids these days. Yeah.
So you're saying that a lot of young children are, selling drugs, I don't know. Who are they selling drugs to?
It happens in my estate as well.
Is it?
Although, yeah, they're
what kind of drugs are they selling?
Mostly marijuana, but I don't think it's right. Even though I think it's fine to smoke weed. I don't think it's right that kids should be selling it.
Who do you think should be selling the weed?
Osborne Pharmacy, for example.
Let me see if I can see anyone who likes that.
Yeah, I think it should be so then you know what you're buying. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think we will see a day when, someone like Osborne Pharmacy sells weed?
They already made medical cannabis.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they already... Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The thing I'm saying is the government should legalize the stuff so young boys it's like an image nowadays. It's for me to smoke drugs to a young boy, I don't feel good to buy it from him because when I go to him it's I feel shameful. I'm 40.
Right. Okay.
And I got 2 kids of my own.
So you feel kind of embarrassed when you're buying weed off children. What do you think? Do you think we'll see a day when that pharmacy is selling weed, now that would be kind of interesting. But I think Holland and Barrett's, they might sell some kind of hemp products. Is hemp and weed, does it come from the same thing, or it's the same kind of plant, really?
But it's like a milder kind of thing that's not not gonna make you high.
Oh right. Because I do love good hemp seeds. Maybe you do have drugs on you. Maybe you do. Oh, Right.
So you have drugs in you. What kind of drugs do you have on you then?
I got cannabis. I can show it to you if you want to see.
Oh, okay, yeah, I do
You
kind of
see
want to see. Yeah, I do.
I'll show you. I'm a soldier because.
Yeah. Okay, no, we don't want to see. We don't. Oh no, all right, sorry.
I'm a soldier.
No, this is a good guy. This is a good guy. You're a cool guy, man.
Say something.
Sorry, you don't need to
I'm not scared of the police or nobody. I do my shit because I believe in God, and God is love, and I hate gay people. I hope I was.
You know, have a nice day. Have a really great day. You know, I really wish you all the best. Yeah.
Let me say something about you.
It's okay. Have a nice day. Okay, take care.
What you're doing is good for your thing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
I joined in because I feel like I'm on TV.
Good for you, man.
That's the reason.
Good for you. Okay, yeah, great. So, what's your name?
My name is Gunvanti.
Gunvanti. Oh, okay, that's nice.
I'm Ruby.
Ruby.
Mikey.
I'm Elan. This is Talkaoke. It's a pop-up talk show. So right now we are talking about absolutely anything. We're talking about history. We're talking about race. We're talking about, all sorts of things. Why are young people selling drugs? Many different questions we've got on the table. But the best thing is that we can take the conversation whatever direction that you want to take it. That's what's really great about this talk show. So, what are you doing in the shopping centre here today?
I just want to buy a blouse for myself. I love this place, and it's really nice.
Yeah.
It's very convenient for me to come.
Yeah.
And it's very good transport-wise.
Oh, hi.
Transport is very good.
Yeah, it's funny because yesterday we were talking about, is this shopping centre better than the other one? You got Westfield over there. And a lot of people, they said they actually really like this shopping centre because it provides really affordable kind of clothes. And, there's a lot of benefits coming to this one. And in fact, that Westfield has actually, kind of brought this shopping centre up as well. I mean, do you have any opinions on that?
Yeah, it's true, because the working class people can afford everything here.
Yeah.
But if you have money, and if you want to look posh, you have to go to Westfield.
Yeah.
But Westfield is very good as well.
Yeah.
You can buy everything.
Yeah.
This is good as well, but this is more affordable for everybody.
Right. So, I mean, yesterday, a lot of people around the table were saying that, that Westfield is for rich people and this Westfield is for poorer people. So there seems to be a bit of a divide, but a lot of people said that, in fact, in that Westfield, you can actually get affordable things as well. So it's really interesting that you enjoy kind of coming in here and you're looking for a blouse. Do you know where you're going to go and get a blouse? Which shop are you going to go into?
I don't know. I'm just going to go around.
Yeah.
If I can't get it, I go to Westfield and look around.
Yeah. So there's quite a few options there. We got a couple of new faces at the table. What's your name?
Evelyn.
Evelyn. Oh, we got Mikey.
I don't remember my name.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe we can give you a name. What do you think about that? Yeah, maybe you can choose a new one. Too old. Too old? Can you be too old for a name? That's a good question.
What you're discussing?
Well, wow, this is my name's Elan. This is Talkaoke. It's a pop-up talk show, and let's get some final thoughts from you before you leave us. Oh, you want to see yourself on TV? Yeah. No, that's really good because most people, they're afraid to see themselves on TV. So clearly you're the opposite of that.
I'm not afraid of TV. I love TV because that's a good enjoyment for everybody, isn't it? You love it, so I can't see anything wrong.
Yeah.
There's so many good programs on TV, like children program, elderly program, the needs program, nature programs.
So there's a lot of programs to appeal to a wide range of people. So it's interesting. Today we have we had a really great start. We've spoken about all sorts of things from history, race, drugs to cannabis to are women impressed by expensive cars? So many different things.
Can I just ask you, do you ever watch history programs?
I do, yes.
History, and what kind of history do you like?
I like British history. I like the old type museums and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's lovely. It reminds you what was the past and what is the present is. I think past was better. I know this is new technology and everything. But new technology can destroy the world as well.
In what way can new technology destroy the world?
Well, the weapons, I suppose. And I don't know whether it's a weapon or the human being.
Yeah.
I think I blame the more human being because they are not looking after the nature. Yeah, so everybody needs to be educated and has to be thankful to the nature because of the nature we are here in this world, otherwise we won't be here.
And what's your favourite part of, you said you really like British history. What's your favourite part of British history?
Well, I like the British Empire. I did read a little bit about it, and I don't like to repeat I don't like to be biased, but we also come from Africa as well. And I was there when I was a little girl. It was British people there.
Right.
I'm not trying to be good because I'm in England.
What part of Africa are you from?
We are in Tanzania.
Tanzania. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. What was that like growing up in Tanzania?
Oh, lovely. I miss it. I'm going to go again there. Every time I will go. My school, my childhood, our house, my father's business, because we were business people. So it's really lovely place.
God, that's really interesting, actually.
Every country is beautiful in the world. It's a human being.
Every country is beautiful in their own way. That's really interesting. Has anyone else been to Tanzania?
I'm sorry, I'm new. I don't know what should say. One thing I know pretty well, if countries are beautiful, if you got loads of friends and a family, why people are immigrants or becoming asylum seekers, they want to come here. What for? To enjoy the weather, cold weather, miserable weather, housing problem in London, big problem, and how they can afford to live.
That's kind of a good. That's a good question, actually. I'm going to grab Mikey's point. And
you know what? Yesterday we were here and people were talking about this a lot, and I think there's many reasons. One that we had some people coming from Romania that thought that actually Romania was nicer, but there weren't the jobs in Romania for people to do, so they had to come here. But I had other people that just really love London, and it's a mix of countries and a mix of different. So I think people come and emigrate for different reasons.
I think that is a really interesting question, actually. I mean, right now we're talking about, why do people come to this country? Yeah, come and join us. We were just talking, why do people come to England? Romania's nice. What's so nice about the UK?
I came as a child. I went to the boarding school in this country, so we paid the money for the boarding school. We didn't live on government or anything, so we paid a lot of money for our education and things. And I am a highly qualified person, and I paid a lot of tax.
So you saying you went to boarding school in
England.
In England. So that's the reason why you came with your family.
That's true. Me and my brother, he did aeronautic engineering in this country.
Then they set up a business as well. So.
The camera will only see the back of your head. There you go.
So you can sit there, actually. Grab a seat there, and the camera won't see you. What's your name? Emil. That's a nice name. A lot of people have nice names around the table today. Come and grab a seat. Get involved with the conversation. Come and get involved. Great. So we're talking about, all sorts of things, really. I mean, this lady here, she's from Tanzania. She came here when she was a child, went to boarding school, with her family. And, you were saying, why do people come to the UK when they come from all of these beautiful places? Do they come for the weather?
You know what? One of my regrets in life is that I've never really lived in another country. I've been on holiday and done projects in lots of places. But I think it must be really nice to go and visit another country and live in another country.
Thank you very much.
So I think people would just move countries just for the sake of seeing what it's like to live in a different country.
So people just want to explore somewhere new.
Humans are naturally curious. So I think it's really good to move around and work in different countries and go and live in a different place.
I mean, how many people around the table have lived in different countries? You know, have you lived in another country before?
Yes, I've lived in South Africa.
And what was that like living there?
It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
But did you come to England for the weather?
I don't think so, no.
And what about yourself? Have you lived in another country?
And I have the privilege to be born in the biggest continent in the world.
Yeah.
Where, what I'm saying is where all the religions emerged.
Yeah.
And the civilization also emerged there.
Yeah.
Which went all over the world. You know what I'm talking about, Southeast Asia.
Come and grab a seat. Have you ever lived in another country before?
And I lived other countries. But it all depends.
Oh, no. You get involved with, what's your name? What time we finish? We're going to be here all day up until about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll come back later.
Oh, so how did you hear about this?
When it's a bit more quiet.
Oh, okay. This is as quiet as it's going to get. But so I find it interesting. You said that you you're from a country where civilization started, and you had the privilege of coming from that place. So what is it that drew you to the UK? To answer your own question,
The reason being coming here, last 200-year history was one-way traffic.
Yeah.
And those countries was decimated. Nothing left.
Yeah.
And there was a colonial.
Right.
Took over a lot of part of the Africa.
Yeah.
And they had many places where the better area they lived there.
Yeah.
And their children had a privilege. In my case, I went to a primary school. And I used to sit on the ground in a mud to study.
Yeah.
If you are a privileged background from there, you end up in a boarding school like Our Lady there.
Okay. Then so you
so therefore the difference is we can see the difference. Difference is which you come when there is nothing left for you, or you come as a privileged person.
Yeah.
There are two ways. Privilege or nothing there. So you come by all means, every means.
So you say
at your disposal.
So you're saying that there was nothing in Asia where you're from. There was nothing there for you. So, so come and grab a seat. Have you ever lived in another country?
Be happy just sitting there.
Oh, that's nice. What's your name?
My name is Javid.
Have you ever lived in another country? That's the topic of conversation where. So talking about you lived in another country, and what made you want to come to the UK? Give us 2 minutes of your time. I need to sort of look a bit busier. Let's get a final thought from you. Yeah. It's just on the TV screen there. Let me get your name.
My name's Glenn.
Glenn, we got Javid, and let me get a final thought from yourself. Come on, this is a really great conversation moment here.
I go travel to India quite a lot as well because I love Indian culture as well because I'm Indian myself.
Oh right.
So our roots are Indians.
So you also really love.
No, pure Indians. Pure Indians. So I love India as well.
So you also travel back and forth to India. I mean, I know you got to go and get that blouse. So when you do find it, come back and show us and let us know how it all goes. Thank you very much for joining in the conversation. So we got Javid, we got Glenn, we got Ruby, we got
Oh yeah, we're not sure. We're not sure.
Mikey.
Evelyn. You just documenting right now. You better get my good side. Yeah. So at the moment, this is Talkaoke. It's a pop-up talk show. You can talk about absolutely anything. We're talking about a range of topics, and it was put on the table. People come from all these fantastic places. Why do they come to the UK? Do they come here for the weather? Like, what is so appealing about England?
You know what? I mean, it's interesting that you're saying a lot about India.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that I think is really interesting about going to live in another country is you actually learn more about your own country as well. Because when you just live in that one country, you just take everything for granted. It's like, this is how we do it, you know. Like, for example, in England, everything's all about health and safety. So, even to do this, we have to fill out a risk assessment and a method statement. And we just think that's normal because that's from England. But in other countries, they do it differently.
Yeah.
So you learn about your own country when you go to another country and you see them doing it differently.
Yeah. That's quite an interesting point. When you go to other countries, you really find out more about where you're from.
Well, let's come back to the question why I came here. The reason.
Where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Afghanistan. So obviously, coming me here is the first thing I had in mind is obviously safety. And what I went for, I was very young when I came, but at the same time, I was very fortunate to make it here.
Yeah.
Coming here to the UK, well, a lot of experiences, but the most interesting, I would agree, the chap there, and I would like to make comments on having the culture understanding, the way things are happening, the beliefs and everything. In my country, people, not everybody, but there are people that have got a completely different mindset about the life of how people on the other side of the world would live, and usually they are negative. But coming here and to understand the realization and to understand how much equality is there, and if you're a good human, you will always find the positive side of that. And of course, there's the two things that you learn makes you wiser. The negative things that I had in my country, of course, everywhere in the planet there's negative. You have to leave behind there, and the negative, of course, things that you come in here, there are some certain negative things that you find you have to leave it here. So the positive aspect of both countries that you take, it makes you a good person, and of course more.
And what are some of the positive things and negative things about living here in the UK or living in Afghanistan? Give us some of the positive and negatives.
The negative side is, of course, in my country is education. I would say knowledge is power, and that light gives you everything that you need in life in terms of understanding the humans, in terms of understanding the nature and everything. So unfortunately, in a country like mine, that has been for 40 years of war, the education, very little education is there. And coming here, having that light of education is obviously a huge part of growing up.
And what are some of the positives, in Afghanistan? Tell us some of the positives about living there.
The positive about Afghanistan is how warming they are. I know we see in the media is the war and everything what's happening there. Is how welcoming they are.
But
they see your guests there, people love you, regardless how much they have. Even if they don't have food for themselves, whatever they have got there, they'll present it and bring it in front of you. And the most important thing is they will smile and give you the love that it is.